that age.
Shut the hell up. You better hope you get to this age with all your teeth.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of 4GQ TV, and I have the return of the mysterious Sabertooth for his future, quoted by Lemon, aka Lemon made up another term, Sabertooth for his future. Flamish, what's going on, man?
You know, sometimes I can be here, and I'm just so happy to be here as every time, guys. I know you all miss me. No, it's been a while. I'm sorry, just real life issues, but I'm always happy to be on the show, clowns. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually good to have you back on a week that we are kind of coming back after Megacon, so that's interesting. And then we have the return of our newest panel member, aka the right hand of Zeus, because I can't say the full name correctly. I even spelt it wrong when I mailed him something. He's like, what the hell is this? aka Lemon. What's up, man?
What's good people? What's good, man? How y'all doing? Good to be back. Just can't wait to get into these topics because we got some good ones.
Yeah. We're here to entertain the masses, live and after live, and on the podcast feed as well. So hope you guys are entertained. And we also have the return of the man with the greatest British accent of all time, Automated Evil. What's going on, buddy?
I am good. I'm very good. Although I think I'm picking up something because I can't stop my eyes from streaming. I look like a panda right now, all puffy and red. So no camera today. Other than that, I'm excited to be here, my friend. Welcome back to Flamish as well, of course.
Thank you.
Yep.
For the record, Flamish, I didn't miss you. You should have took some more time.
I didn't miss you either, Lemon. Only miss your jokes, that's all.
Yeah, Miss Flums. No, I need to change his name to Sabertooth now. That's got to be
definitely.
Yeah, it's got to be a permanent thing. He does. Flamish, you got a bag of candy you want to show everybody?
No.
Gummy bears.
No, yeah, do.
Yeah, he's got a big bag of candy. It's like almost he came back from a candy convention. Speaking of which, we should send Flamish to a candy convention.
You know what? Sabertooth might not quite fit because he got like that Wolverine head shape fit. He might be more like Wolverine, but it's all right. Sabertooth is
A lot of healing powers, though.
Kids, never eat 5 pounds of candy.
No, yeah.
No, not anymore.
What? Do you eat 5 pounds at once? At a time? What, Flamish?
No.
You mean overtime?
Maybe at some point I did.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
at some point. Yeah, overtime. Yeah. Long time.
Oh, man. Well, to everybody in the chat, so first I just want to say we got back from Megacon, been uploading a lot of shorts of the cosplayers on YouTube and Facebook. A lot of the cosplayers were grateful that we were actually we were one of the only outlets there that were taking video footage of the cosplayers.
Wow.
Yeah, they were doing poses for us and everything. Like, a lot of cosplayers that we met, they were kind of shocked, like, oh, you want us to do poses? And the idea is to get video, because a lot of people just take pictures, right? I mean, they do one pose and a picture. But we came up with this idea to do video, and every other outlet there, like the smaller outlets, saw us do that, and they started copying us. So Dreadpool came up with this great idea, and he holds his fingers up in the air, like 1 pose, 2 pose, 3 pose, 4 pose, and then he also says, give me 5 to 10 seconds and different poses, and we'll flip it around and stuff. And it was genius, man. It was genius. And we did an on-the-fly interview using the camera that Jeepers sent me and the audio equipment you recommended, Lemon, the Kamikaz, the mics that Dreadpool had. We did an on-the-fly interview with Emma Kubert, who is the daughter of Annie Kubert and the niece to Adam Kubert. And her grandfather was Joe Kubert. So for everybody in comics, Those are some pretty big names right there. So that was a fun time. Cerebral Paul met somebody dressed in a pineapple costume, and we got Dreadpool got a picture of that. Yeah, pineapple. Yeah,
I should have been there for that.
Yeah, Dreadpool got a picture of it, and he made a little short out of it. We retweeted it. It's in the GUG chat, but yeah, it's there. It's there.
I'm gonna pull that down. You have to tag me in that.
Oh yeah, I
need that.
I'll tag you in that for sure. So, I kind of want to get into it because, Flamish is here for a good time, maybe not a long time. Hopefully a long time if he keeps all his teeth and not eats all the candy. But, so, I mean...
Can I interrupt you real quick before we get started in all this good news?
Sure.
We got to talk about... We got to get a moment of silence for my man, Ray Liotta. He passed away today.
Yes, he did. Yep.
He will be missed. Facts. So I'll let you go ahead. I'm sorry, Pam.
No, you're good on that. So for everybody that doesn't know this, that's listening now or later on, my dad grew up on the mean streets of Red Hook back in the day, with Joey Gallo and everybody else. But when it came to movies and movies that we grew up watching, I wasn't allowed to watch The Godfather. It was against the rules of the house because The Godfather mocked Joe Profaci's life a little bit. So we weren't allowed to watch that. But when it came to Goodfellas, that was one of the most accurate dramatizations of the mob to the screen. And Ray Liotta really, really killed that part of Henry Hill. Like, he did an amazing job. And that's something that will always be with me in my childhood because my dad and I, we watched that a couple times. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that because Ray Liotta was a very talented actor, played many, many, many roles throughout his lifetime. And he did a diverse set of roles as well. Just a very talented guy, and he's going to be missed for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
With that said, Crispy, you Italian, no, Crispy, I chose a different path, buddy. Chose a different path in my life. What's up, Bubba Fett? So Xbox Bethesda showcase is coming up. We all know the drama that was going on behind the delays. People really people getting really upset about it, really going crazy, and most of the people getting crazy about it were trolling, or they were fans of the PlayStation and not really Xbox, just trying to make crap up to downsize the comeback that Xbox has had under Phil Spencer. So Redfall's delayed, Starfield's delayed. We know that the showcase is coming up. Xbox Fan Fest showings in 4 different cities, I believe. And as Xbox fans and gamers on this panel, I want to ask you guys, how can Xbox redeem themselves at this showcase or show something so hype that the fans will just completely forget about the delays and just be like, whoa, that's amazing, that blows my mind? Flamish, I'm gonna go to you real quick because you didn't start your candy eating and you have all your teeth, so go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, I think they are on a pretty good track so far with since the launch of the Xbox Series X. Since then, I think it's been really great so far. There are a couple of delays, but delays are always a good thing. Don't see it as a bad thing. Delays are always to make the game better. To make it, it should be a standard to always delay the games if they're not up to snuff. If you basically hear that it's going to be like a 2077 disaster, that's when you delay a game, for sure, right? So if they're just show me something new, sparkly, like they always do at these shows, maybe some more Harry Potter news, maybe an announcement when it's gonna be released on Xbox. I don't know. Like I would just be happy with new stuff. Always new stuff. You know I love new stuff, Klaus. Come on.
Yeah. So, but like, what do you think that they might show that might take away some of the anti-hype with all this delay, right? Like, what do you think they got anything up their sleeve that they're gonna show that's gonna get all the fans excited and make them all riled up and be like, yeah, let's go. I'm not worried about that delay now. I can't wait for this.
Well, we're still waiting to this day for like a family package for Game Pass, so that maybe
Okay.
could be a thing. That could be a rumor. Like I don't know. Like there's nothing discussed around that these times. But besides that, I'm more thinking in Exile. We're still waiting for that game. What they're gonna release. They did say something this week on Twitter. I don't remember what exactly was. But I hope they maybe will show what they're working on this time around. Besides that, yeah, just more release dates, more games. I don't see enough games in the coming soon section. I want more games in the coming soon.
He said in the coming soon section he needs to see more games.
You know, Lemon is the hype man, so I know he's got something really good to say. So I'm gonna go to Animate It real quick, and Animate It. How do you feel about this? You think they got something magical up their sleeve that they're gonna show that's gonna get everybody hyped up?
Well, all I can talk about is me really, and what would hype me up. And I'm not like Flamish. I don't want to see more of something that's coming. I want to see more of what we know about. I want to see gameplay of something. Just even if it's something that is delayed like Starfield, just because you could say, look, we know it's delayed, but it is coming. This is what it looks like, because we still don't know what a lot of these games are going to play like, what they're going to look like, and I think if we have just that little snippet of this is how the game's going to play, this is where we're at right now. No, we don't want to see the Fable Fairy again. That's something we don't want to see.
He said the Fable Fairy.
Nobody wants to see the Fable Fairy again, right? But if Fable turns up, let us know where you are with it. Show me something else. What's the world going to look like? That kind of thing. And I think by the time we've watched the show, there will be a lot of things to take away from it, a lot of good things. But like for me, like I said, hype, I want to see decent gameplay that's in-engine and roughly when it's coming.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair assessment. You want to see some of that stuff. All right, Lemon. I know you probably thought about this. You are the hype man. I mean, you got the Game Pass train on 108 Dragons TV. So what's up your sleeve, Lemon? And tell me it ain't TCL, right? No TCL.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No. Listen, let's just be honest. Starfield is the game everybody's looking for. Redfall, if they said it got pushed back, nobody would have said nothing. Not a big deal. But let's just be real, right? With Starfield being pushed back, they put themselves under a magnifying glass, correct? Everybody's going to look at June 12th, and they have to impress because you're already disappointed the Xbox Nation, right? So I think they have to show Starfield's gameplay. If you wow people with this gameplay, people will be quiet. They'll be patiently waiting because now they get to see what the game looks like and plays like. Now, what I think they should do, I would really like to see them pull something out they had that we knew was coming, and they say it's dropping this year. That would be awesome. Game Pass deals ain't gonna do it. More games that we know that's coming with more gameplay is not gonna do it. Like just say they show Fable. That's still not a game coming out this year. Let's say they show Perfect Dark. There's still not a game coming out this year. They need something to pull out their hat and say this year, this holiday season. Then people will be satisfied. But this holiday season is looking light. Like, I'm pretty sure Motorsport is going to drop. But that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to Motorsport. But listen, they got to show, they have to show something that's going to, people spend their money for these consoles. Y'all wanted them to go get these consoles. People want to know what they're going to be playing this year. That's just what it is. It's like buying a TV that don't turn on. It's like buying a vacuum that don't clean your carpet. We bought a console, and don't tell me, oh, I got Game Pass and a back catalog, or I have Game Pass and I want to play 100 more indies. I play some indies. I play a lot of stuff in Game Pass. I also play a lot of stuff out of Game Pass. But this is what people want to know. They want to know why they made this $541 purchase and what we're getting. And that's fair. So they have to show something that I feel that's going to say, well, these two games is not coming this year, but we have this. And it has to be something fire. Motorsport is for a certain niche of gaming. So I think they need something for this year that's going to shock everybody. That's what I think, clowns.
Okay.
That's what I think they have to do.
I mean, that's
right now. It's not a good look this holiday. It's not.
That's a fair assessment right there. I mean, for me, I definitely, I'm not too worried about the Starfield delay. Redfall, I kind of want to play with my friends. Like, how we played Back for Blood. I thought that was a lot of fun. Like, who shot the birds? That stuff like that is just fun when you play together.
Shout out to Lemon. You should go back and play that so I can shoot some more birds.
Yeah, oh boy, yeah, you shot a lot of birds. Yeah, you definitely did. You got a corner.
Lemon, don't go there. All of a sudden, boom.
Who shot the birds? Not me.
Who shot the birds?
Lemon
Who shot the birds?
Yeah, Lemon was in denial for the first 5 minutes.
The first time I did it, I didn't know. Then I started doing it on purpose.
Yeah. And then you realize your name pops up on the screen that says you shot the birds.
Yo, you know what? You're right. I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I would do it again. That game is fun.
See? So for me, Redfall is a little bit of a disappointment, right? But I'm not all angry and bent out of shape. For me, what I really want to see, okay, and like Anime Evil said, I don't want to see the fairy get eaten by a frog again for Fable. Fable excites me. Like, I am a super Fable fan. And yes, I love Part 3 the most. Sorry, guys. But anyway, I want to see the next Fable. Show some gameplay. Show some in-game footage. Not just the fancy title screen and the nice music that they got that helps put you to sleep in an elevator sometimes, but just show us some in-game gameplay. Also, the next Forza as well, I want to see some gameplay of that. I'm excited for that. I don't know if it's too early to see anything about Gears, but maybe some stuff about Gears in the future of the franchise. Maybe there's some secret stuff on Killer Instinct that could be out there that I would be excited for if another Killer Instinct came out. I would just love them to come out and say, hey, we bought WB Games and now we got NetherRealm Studios and they're going to do Killer Instinct. That would be great. That would be great, but guess what? Yeah, that would be great.
That would still be a coming soon. So I don't think acquisition is going to help them.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't think that's going to help.
So we got those games. Maybe some of the future of Halo Infinite, maybe DLC stuff, I imagine seeing. Maybe return to some backwards compatibility stuff or some plans for that in the future. Plans maybe they'll announce on the rumored Xbox Mini game stick that's like a Fire Stick. Stuff like that, or playing on other more devices announcement. So I think there's a lot of potential there. And I'm hoping for something that's just gonna wow people. Like, cause I was wowed when they announced backwards compatibility. I was wowed when they announced Game Pass. I was wowed when they announced, xCloud. And maybe we'll see something more with xCloud as well. Maybe we'll see some type of licenses in the cloud of the games we actually own. This is my speculation, okay? This is just, you don't take this for word or anything. This is speculation here, but I hope that maybe one day I log into xCloud, and I can play all the games that I own on my console or home console or whatever. That would be just fantastic. No, delete a what? Flamish, did you delete? I didn't delete. So that's my take on it. I think that would be exciting. Yeah. Crispy.
You think that would get the people hyped for this holiday season? xCloud announcement?
Listen,
nobody.
For me, I would be excited. I would jump up and down.
They just took a L. They just took a major L for the holiday. That is not going to do it for the people.
Listen, I'd be jumping up and down like somebody who just got a PS5 and a TCL TV, baby.
Oh my God.
That's what Avowed. I mean, there's Avowed. There's the next Elder Scrolls, right? I mean, they'll probably announce some more stuff on ESO. I know they got that new expansion coming out. So, hey, there's tons of stuff for me. Mr. Admin, I see you. Crispy, did you not type something that you meant to type, maybe? Try retyping it. Maybe you just didn't really type it and it didn't go through. Or maybe you typed something that's in a block word list. I don't know. But I didn't delete anything. My hands are here.
I'm not in the chat.
Right, I don't even know what he talking about. I'm like, this might delete something. That's why I was like, I didn't even know what y'all was talking about till I just read the chat. Said, oh.
Also, I want to say I'm really with Lemon, like the new motorsport. If that gets announced, that's coming out this holiday. That will be so cool.
Yeah,
that would be exciting for me and Flemish though. That's not, even though.
Yeah, not the majority, but
right. It's a 10 million seller. We know, but I'm just saying, it's not like a little bit of people, but
I'm really looking forward to the motorsport. Really looking forward to it.
Me too.
I'd still play the last one.
I don't want to play. Me too. I dabble in it. I don't want to use my steering wheel with Horizon, right? Forza Horizon, because it's force feedback. And it's like impossible when you're playing in the jungles. It's impossible.
As soon as you hit a jump, you'd be
yo,
done.
right. I said, I can't. Not this game. I got to be on the track. So I want to use that wheel with that game. So I'm excited. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out this year, but that's not gonna excite everybody.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. It's not gonna get everybody excited. It's
gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. They put themselves in a
Megatron
bad position. They put themselves in a weird position that people are overcritical about a lot of different things. And disappointment is cool, right? We all know this. Nobody, like I said, even on my channel, when he talked about Halo, right? And he pushed it back for a year. I didn't say one word. You know why? Because I was in my feelings. But I didn't get on Twitter and destroy Microsoft. I ain't doing that, but I just kept to myself until it wore off because I was upset. But it happens. So, and a lot of people with Starfield, that's how they felt. But instead of saying something constructive, they went to assassinate. So, and then when the game comes out, it never happened. It is what it is.
Yeah. Crispy swears Flamish deleted it. He thinks Flamish might be on some strange candy. Yeah, anything's possible with Flamish. I mean, he does anything's possible over there. I don't know.
I get my vodka gummy bears, they're in the fridge.
Gummy bears in the fridge. What are you really trying to do to your teeth, man?
Right. You chewing hard gummy bears? What are you doing?
Freaking
Pause.
joking.
Yeah.
I got the Belgian version. Hold on.
Oh, he just did his pineapple pause impression. Y'all saw that?
Gudenbering?
No, gold
Hibiros.
bears.
Gold bears. That's Hibiros. That's what I eat sometimes. Once in a
Yeah,
blue
they're
moon.
so good.
I put them inside vodka.
That's what I just said.
The
Oh,
opposite,
that's
Put it in the fridge.
the opposite of freezing them. Yeah. Yeah, the opposite.
Drop them in vodka. Woo.
Yeah, make them a little bit colder. It's better. But I never done that until now. Maybe I should try.
Yeah, that's right, Mega. You know what? If you ever go to a convention with Flamish, take him with you and just let him eat some strange candy. You never know where you end up.
Flamish next year at Gamescom.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And I'm snatching Megatron and we flying out there.
That's
Facts.
right. Do it.
That's
Pack
good.
your bags now, Megatron. Pack your bags. We out of here.
Wait, that's if he's not in Colombia first.
Whoa. I should be out there with him too.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you definitely should. That's for sure. But you know, I'm gonna go back to this rumor that media outlets leaked. Right? They said TCL leaked the next gen refresh of PS5 and Xbox. Now VentureBeat is saying, no, wait a minute. TCL didn't leak anything. They're just using buzzwords because TCL is a low budget TV that not a lot of TV enthusiasts are excited about. However, let me tell you something.
No, we can't do that.
Yes.
We can't do that.
What TCL and LCT, right? You take TCL, Mega, listen to this, Megatron. You take TCL, LCT, which is backwards, and it says Lemon co-signs this. He should get a sponsorship from TCL.
Hey, listen. If they cut a check, listen, they make some good TVs. They do. But they do. They make good TVs. They make different levels of TVs like Samsung.
Yeah.
They got some good TVs.
Yeah.
They number 2 in the United States, and Hisense is number 3.
Well, I think Hisense is better quality. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, they just catching up in terms of quality, but they last year TV kicked fire out of TCL TVs. So, they're getting there. That UAG is a problem, but go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, so I was just saying, as buzzwords are using because they're not really the biggest TV brand. People are more interested in Sony TVs and Samsung TVs and LG TVs. So, Lemon, I know that you briefly talked about this on Addict's show. Any thoughts on this? Would you put it past TCL just to throw stuff out there?
First of all, they get contractually binded. The last time they was promoting their TVs, remember the game they was using? It was Call of Duty, and Xboxes. They would never do that. What happens is people read things, and then they put their spin on it, and talk about a next gen refresh. I don't think there's going to be a next gen refresh. And once again, I keep telling people, why? I said, what would you want your next console to do? Because if you say 8K and you don't have an 8K TV, what are we doing here? Like, what possibly could you have people who still don't got TVs with 120. And that's really the entry level compared to like a PC with that runs games at 244, right? Hertz. So now I'm saying, what will we be aiming for in a refresh? Most graphic cards can't really do ray tracing well. These consoles do ray tracing. You can't build a PC to even touch a PS5 or Xbox Series S or X for those prices. So why would we need more power to do what? We only a year and some change into these consoles, right? So they haven't even pushed these consoles. They still putting games on last gen, right? There's not one game that uses the velocity architecture yet on the series systems, what would we be chasing at this point? Anybody in the chat can help me. What possibly could we be chasing? 240 frames? 8K? What? It doesn't make sense. But like I said, when people read certain things, it's like these data miners, right? People go, he data mined this game. And how many times has that panned out? It usually don't. But, people just want to keep talking about next-gen stuff, and they still don't have an install base to be respected today. But they want to refresh. You want another shortage? It's all right. It just don't make no sense, man. You got a super chat for my boy, our guy, Retro Renegades Infinite over there.
Great show, boys. Thank you so much, Infinite. You missed the new joke about Flamish. Flamish has a new nickname. Lemon, do you want to tell the GUG chat members what his new nickname is?
Nope. I'm going to leave the honors all up to you.
Save a tooth, because Flamish has got candy again. He's back in the candy bowl, so save a tooth.
Oh, he wrote it up there. Yo, Flemish is crazy.
Did he?
Yes. He changed his name to Sabretooth.
I put it down there, Klaus.
Oh my lord.
Oh. You put the Marvel character Sabretooth. Yeah. I think Lemon meant SAV-A-tooth.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
No,
Okay,
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right, buddy. So, Animated, what do you think about this TCL? Do you think it was a leak? Do you think, they're just trying to sell their TVs and using buzzwords?
Do you know what? It could be just a placeholder to say something's coming, but it's not coming. Like Lemon said, there's no chance. There's a shortage already. They can't even get everything on their install base now. They want to sell every system they can make. Why would they even think about using precious chips into something else? They can't get them made. So even then, nobody in the right mind's going to do a mid-gen refresh, because we're not mid-gen yet. So I think they needed something to say that the next systems could possibly use this, and we're going to have a TV that'll do this in this year. Because what else could they put there? So were them two devices just a placeholder to say our TV can do this or whatever? Who knows? But it's definitely not a leak. Definitely not. But like Lemon said, even if you could do a mid refresh, what's your target? What's your target audience for a start? I still haven't got a Series X. I'm on the Series S still, but I could have had one a few times, but life takes over, but that's not the point. I mean, a lot of people, like Lemon said, haven't got a 4K TV. I know my two boys they haven't got 4K TVs. They're still on the Xbox One S. They'll be getting Series S's for Christmas, but plus a 4K TV, I think. But how many people around that haven't got either that can do 8K? And I know I can't afford an 8K TV. No chance. So what's the target? Who's the target audience for that mid-gen refresh? Because I can't think of a person.
It ain't me, because I ain't buying it.
Exactly.
And I'm a hardcore dude. I'm not spending my money.
Exactly.
And I have an 8K TV. Me, my man Megacon, and my daughter's godfather. And guess what? No, sir. You ain't getting my money. No, sir.
There you go.
No, sir. Because these TVs are not 8K 60 frames either. These TVs are 8K 30.
Really?
So.
Wow.
Wait, 8K 30?
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't been updated yet to like 8K 60?
Well, I think our TVs have, but when they first came out, they was pushing 8K 30. If you put 8K into it, you was getting 30 frames.
Do they have
in the beginning?
Do they have a place where you can get 8K media
content?
Yeah.
No. YouTube, well, technically on our TVs, right? There's a special YouTube app, but it could do it, but only those our TVs come with that. Nobody else TV has that, and you can see 8K. with no question. But then again, you also have to have 75 megabits up and down.
Okay.
Who has that? Not a lot of people.
What's the ability of recording in 8K though, Lemon? I mean, you like your cameras and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna get an 8K camera. I scrapped that idea. But it was an 8K 60 frame camera. I also did 8K 30, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, I can imagine it's very expensive. Yeah.
That camera was $5,000. And I could have made my own content, but who else gonna be watching it in 8K? So
just yourself,
right? Just me. I told clowns, I guess, when my daughter graduated from college, I'll film it in 8K and come home and watch it on my TV in 8K. That's the only thing I tell you. But I scrapped that idea. I'm gonna get another camera.
Yeah.
Shout out to Canon for saving me $3,000.
Yeah, it's Canon. If you ever listen to sponsor 108 Dragons TV.
Facts. I'm buying. They own me.
You bought so much stuff in them, you might as well own stock in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. I'm probably vested and don't even know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, who would they be aiming at with a refresh? Not me, because I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think we're fine where we're at for what we have.
PCs dudes needs to go out here and get a PlayStation 5 or a Series X, because you're definitely going to be in that elite status.
Yeah.
These systems are elite. They don't have, listen, you got graphic cards cost more of these machines, and they're performing. And I always say this, Digital Foundry always compares the ray tracing on these two consoles to a 3090 PC that they got. With a 3090 in it. So who are they chasing with a refresh? This is fake news, man. I'm telling you. It's fake.
Fake news.
Fake news.
And I have to agree with Lemon here. For me, it's just pure speculation that they put it out there, because it's almost 4 years after the consoles come out. So they're maybe expecting there's gonna be like a new version, like they always do with the consoles so far, right? So they're like, oh yes, maybe gonna be a new console. Just put it in there so it's so people can see it and they can maybe talk about it more, and that's on all news sites. Maybe they just want more publicity for the TCL, so that's maybe why they did it. But it's all speculation to this point. We don't know for sure why they did it, but it is a nice buzzword for them. Let's say that.
Let me say this too before we get off this. Let's be real here. Xbox One X came out. Who really bought it? The enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not everybody else. So y'all want a refresh for I don't know what reason, and y'all did not run out there and get a 1X. Same thing with the PlayStation 4 Pro. I was there on that midnight launch. They had 300 in stock. PS4 Pros. I covered the event. You can go look at the history of my channel. You can see that video. And I asked, hey, are you getting a PS4 Pro? Now I'm here for the tacos and the raffle. They sold 15 out of 300 they had at the Sony store in New York. 15. There you go.
So, Lemon, I do want to say it's never going to be the case anymore. The scalpers will always get there first.
Not what they. Listen, if you notice, the scalping been dead on these graphic cards. You know why, right? Because if you get them in the stores, they're not allowed to sell them online. Now everybody can walk in and get a graphic card. They stopped selling them online. Okay. Micro Center says you have to walk in the store and it's one per customer. Scalpers is dead. That's how you kill them. Shut that internet down, they done. But anyway, just saying.
So I wanna tell you guys, Lemon, your story just reminded me of something that happened at Megacon that I thought was pretty cool. So at Megacon, there's this new company called Whatnot, and basically it's a a thing in Florida. It's supposed to be like an online marketplace for gamers and collectors to kind of sell each other stuff. But everybody that walked in got a free QR code, and then you get to use the QR code and then punch a number on those, like a vending machine, like 853 or D61, whatever, something like that. And in there, the vending machine, they had these cans, and they look like soda cans, but they're retro cans of like Galaga, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, right? So Dreadpool, I, and Paul, we all select cans. Inside the cans, you open up the lid, and sometimes there's a prize or there's a pin. We all got pins. Somebody that went right before us won a PS5 with a disc drive. Somebody before them won a car.
Wow.
Oh.
I got a pin, you know.
Did you have to wait online for this machine?
No, it was in person. You just scanned. They gave you the QR code. You had to register online.
Oh, okay.
So it took a couple seconds, and bam, you know, it was crazy, man. Like I wish I would have walked out with more than a pin, but hey, listen, I got a cool can.
Paul should have won a lifetime of pineapples.
Yes. And shout out to Paul, because I know he's watching the chat. So for everybody out there, I'm gonna post a video later publicly that Dreadpool took. It's on Dreadpool's feeds. He took a picture of Paul rolling past a guy dressed in a pineapple cosplay outfit. And Paul looks at the camera like, I'm not amused. I'm not amused. Yeah, so I gotta post it out there for everyone. So Paul, if you're listening, you know. Also, you know, when we did go to dinner, right? We all went to Uno one night. We brought our families, and Paul was there as well. When Paul was, you know, talking about toppings on his pizza, I said, "Oh, he wants pineapples. He definitely pineapple." And he looked at me and he's like, "Shut the up."
He probably got back to his room and cursed me out too.
Yeah.
Damn Lemon, look what he started.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We love you, Paul.
Yeah, we do. He said he thought about running me over with his. Yeah, he did say that it was very close to that.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, you know, kind of let's move to the next topic. And that is, I guess you get what you pay for. Everybody excited about the 50 hertz reports of games from Sony online with their new service? I mean, they're older games anyway that they're talking about. I was kind of surprised about this, to be honest with you, because I almost feel like they pulled a Nintendo and they're using like stuff that people put out there a long time ago on the internet when people used to, you know, upload ROMs and stuff. And I almost feel like that's what kind of what Nintendo did, is they took people's ROMs because it's still their licensed products, and Nintendo just took them and used them. And I feel like that's almost kind of like what happened here, but I could be wrong. But you know, Lemon, you are a man that knows quality when it comes to TVs and media. And 50 hertz, man, like, how do you feel about 50 hertz on one of your TVs?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like I told you, with these classic systems, they got games at 50 hertz. It doesn't run good on 60 hertz TVs. It just doesn't. It's choppy. You can see frame rate dips. It's really, really not feasible for us. And why would they use those ROMs that have the 50 hertz, which is for the UK? It's like we have 24p, they use 25p. You know, it's just our TVs are made differently, you know, and it's not going to run good. And this is an embarrassment. Like, you can't be serious. You could get an emulator to emulate the game better than that.
Yeah,
you know, to have that on your service, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful. Just it's a bad experience.
You're paying extra for this,
right? It's a bad experience. There's no way to tiptoe around that one. is just a complete bad experience. I couldn't even believe it when I read this. I was like, what are they doing? Like, come on, give us the USA version. Why would you give us the PAL version? Because that's what it is. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
And so, go ahead, Lemon.
They didn't make those mini systems. They didn't make those systems. I get that point. But this is your service and it's a premier service. And you giving people PAL versions in the United States? I don't know.
Okay, Lemon. So for people that don't know, explain the PAL and the NS.
Okay, NTSC. All right. The difference is we got 60 hertz. They use 50 hertz for our movies, and like some movies, like 4K Blu-rays and Blu-rays. We have 24p. They use 25p. And what it translates to some TVs, and not all TVs are built equal, certain TVs will be able to handle that 50 hertz and can accept those signals. But everybody's TV is not built equally. And a lot of TVs don't have those features. Even when you look in your Xbox, it has a 50 hertz option because it can do both. Every TV is not made to do both, especially the lower end TVs. It's 60 or nothing. So if you're playing a game like, say, Tekken, which basically every game is about control, but input is a key factor. You're gonna have input lag and issues. So it doesn't work. It's just, I don't even why they don't just unify it around the planet, but whatever. Your PAL uses 50 hertz, we use 60. And 50 does not go into 60 equal. You better off with a game at 30 frames than a game at 50. That's how serious it is. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they make an adjustment like Nintendo did and correct this issue, because that's an issue. And then you got to wonder if people are going to play those games backwards compatible anyway. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. But it's definitely it's a joke.
Animator, what do you think?
I mean, you guys over there, you never had PAL anyway, did you? So you had the better versions of the games all the time, even back in the day. We had PAL. I think it's some places in Asia as well had PAL. UK, Europe, places in Asia. Now, it hasn't been said what's going to release for the worldwide market. We only know about the stuff that's launched in the Asian markets, right?
Yeah.
So whether they're doing PAL over there because they came with more language selections or not, I don't know, because a PAL game did, because it was Europe and Asia, you had more languages in the game available.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the case in Asia. If it comes over to us, maybe it might be PAL, but it shouldn't be, not these days. Because like you said, we've who's got a CRT screen anymore that used to be 50 hertz? Nobody, right?
Right.
So it's going to look absolutely terrible. It's going to be jittery. It's going to be, unless they can put something in the hardware in the system or software bill or whatever that can upgrade it to the region you're in. I don't know. Unless you can select either and they've got a solution for it. That's the only thing I can think of. But like I said, we don't know because it's only been seen in the Asian markets. I think the outcry will be when it's launched on, is it next week? I can't remember when it's launched, but if it comes to the US or even the UK still as that,
I think the date is the 14th of June.
Was it really? I thought it was sooner than that.
I think it's either the 12th, 13th, or 14th. It's around that number. It might be even the 17th. It's around that number though. Definitely. It's definitely not the beginning of June. It's like the second week.
I thought it was next week, but okay. Yeah. So until it comes out and it is guaranteed to come out as 50, then we'll see. But it definitely sucks if it's 50. It sucked back in the day when you guys had faster games than we did.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you play a racing game like that, boy, it's not.
I did.
Well, I'm saying, but at least your TVs equaled it. For us playing something, like I said, we got emulators that improve these features, right?
Yes.
What is Sony doing? Because you got people a basic retro emulator making these games 60 frames. There's no excuse for this. Absolutely, in no region, unless that's what your region lives on. So I don't know. Just if it come here like that, PlayStation now already doesn't run good, so that's not gonna help. So we'll see when it comes out. I'm gonna do thorough tests on my channel for the first month. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully everything just comes out and be all right. But it's not a good idea.
Flamish, you have any thoughts on this?
Well, I think I don't know if it's gonna be comparing the same like you're playing 30 and go to 60 hertz game and you see the huge difference and you go back to 30 and you feel like it's way too slow, jittery and all that stuff. I don't know if it's gonna feel the same, but I do know like that's just an odd number in general. 50 hertz is just odd. Sounds not great for someone that always plays on 60 or 120. I don't know why they can get it to 60 in general. Like Lemon says, there are emulators, and I've also played my fair share of emulators that can do 60 no problem. So I don't understand why it would be not the case for a big company like PlayStation. I think we should ask for better from them, for sure. Not let them be like Nintendo does what Nintendo does sometimes. They just do what they want. I don't want PlayStation to act the same way. So that's my take on it. Very short, but
somebody said something in the chat about a game. It was Pixel Slapper. He said Sega Rally was fire on PAL. And I'm gonna tell you something, Sega Rally. This is a little history lesson. I'm gonna tell you something Sega Rally did that no other game was doing and could hide it. That game went from 30 frames to 60 frames in a split second on turns or when you came up on too many cars. And that game ran flawless. And nobody really knew that. It went from 30 to 60. Immediately, it would jump in between, back and forward. But Sega is like master programmers. Everybody game ain't gonna run like that. But it is what it is. That's a little history lesson.
Okay. Yeah. So Pixel Slobber says the governments of the time were selling frequency. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure why there was a big difference between different countries. I know that Japan had NTSC-J. They used NTSC as well. It's
J, facts.
Yeah, they did. So a lot of their stuff would work on. I think a lot of importers loved the Japanese 360 games that were hard to get over here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big.
They do it for some movies too. Some movies, a lot of them are region free.
Yeah,
like you got movies that drop in PAL. The Batman been out in UK a month ago, but it's a region free disc, so they were selling it on Amazon for like $50-$60. You're just buying the UK version until the other one comes here, but I think it's next week or maybe next week or this week. But yeah, so they could do stuff like that, but maybe they don't have access to the original game at 60 frames also. It's about game preservation. We've been talking about this for the last 2 years. So maybe they don't have that version. A lot of times that's the case.
Could be.
But if you're going to emulate something, and I could take my NVIDIA portable, Shield portable, and I could put RetroArch on there, and I could push the same game I'm playing on my PS1 Classic to 60 frames. I'm pretty sure PlayStation could do it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I think the biggest outcry will be from people like the speedrun community who likes to play those games that already played them for a long time. Will probably be really vocal about this.
Yeah, it's different. It's an embarrassment though, but it is what it is.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I mean, if there's an outcry, there probably is going to be something addressed. Maybe they overturned
yesterday. They overturned that price gouging stuff they was doing when they was basically beating the people up about their discounts, and then they was trying to make you pay for it. But they quickly said, "Oh no, our bad," and they changed. So maybe they'll do the same thing here. Maybe. I doubt it though, but
I think it's totally different when you're playing with people's money instead of playing with some configuration of games. I think it's a whole different part.
Facts.
I think this is gonna be more of a niche that people play older games. I mean, there was a thing like back in the day that people were saying we don't play old games.
That's a fact.
So,
Well, hold on. Flemish, you still play WoW, right? That's a pretty old game.
yeah, 15 years old, almost 16 at this point.
I know what he not playing.
When am I not playing?
Diablo 2.
Oh, shots fired! Oh,
Wow, shots fired. Look, he laughing, but he know I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not playing Diablo 2 anymore.
We had to hear about it every day, and then you just stopped playing. Okay.
Okay, we reconnected. So everybody watching, we disconnected for a moment there. We're reconnected now, hopefully, and we're back, and you can see us.
The host is back.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh wow, everybody's things got moved around too.
Yep.
We live though.
Okay, so we'll just go. You know what? We'll just roll with it. We're live. You know what?
Why your camera working on your channel and not in the chat?
Where did Lemon go? Oh wow, Lemon, you changed, Lemon. You changed.
I did.
Yeah. Facts.
And Flemish is frozen on my screen. Anyway, so we'll just roll with it, and I'll just make this the last topic anyway, so Flemish can go night later.
There's some wonderful gameplay and good two-man teamwork over there in that Fortnite.
I know
those two guys are.
Yeah, we're good. We got a victory royale.
Live, right?
Yeah, we're live. We should be.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we should be live, but I think your screens are frozen.
We are live.
Yeah, we are live.
Yep.
So let me start first. So first of all, I want to say God of War. I always wanted a series of that. I don't know how exactly they are gonna do it though. They cannot just put Kratos in there and take a story from the games to make it exactly like it is. They have to spin it away. So are they gonna make a new story? That would be so cool. But
that story would be awesome to follow.
Yeah, but what story would be cool? The Norway, like the Norse
the beginning
mythology?
where he got tricked and he killed his family.
Oh yes.
And the ashes of his wife and daughter is his skin. It burned onto his skin. Yeah, and he could fight. It could be like Jason and the Argonauts.
Oh man, if they make it as bloody as the boys, it's gonna be
right.
good.
Or a Sinbad movie. I mean, we talking about a Spartan. Like this dude is a killer. Like, and he's out for revenge. He kills gods. The story could be tremendous. We've seen this already. Clash of the Titans. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference? He followed that same lore. It would be easy to do it. Just gotta do it right.
Wouldn't it be a little bit sad that it's gonna be the same story like we always know already? Like, wouldn't it be
put a
cool
little
if we got
twist on it
something
like
new
did
exciting?
Halo? You don't put exactly everything, but he has a real deep story. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be easy to do him as a story. But the point is, what is it going to look like? What is the action going to be like? You know what I'm saying?
Who's going to be playing the main character?
Ooh. Right. I say Jason Momoa would be good.
Oh, you would be. Yeah, he has the beat for it and everything.
Right. It would be awesome.
But him shaving his head, I don't see it happening though.
Oh no, that's right. He ain't gonna shave that hair.
Maybe CGI. So it's gonna be.
No, we don't want to see no more Henry Cavill again.
Henry Cavill. No, I don't see that happen. Nah, come on. We have better. We have better. For the Kratos with that deep voice, that should be nah. Come on, that should be a way, way,
I know what
way,
I
way
don't
to
want to
expect.
see.
Who?
Boy.
Boy.
I don't want that version of Kratos.
No,
That was annoying.
the Greek story with Ares and stuff, that would
Right.
be awesome. I just cannot think about it how they would frame it so far. But besides that, also Horizon, I really don't care for the game so much. Maybe the series could be a lot more interesting if they point in the right direction. But I don't know how much I'm gonna love that kind of series. But Gran Turismo, I'm gonna make a series about that.
Yeah, I don't know. They said show, so I don't know. Maybe they're gonna go around, look at some type of fancy race cars and do a show off
We
it.
had 100 car shows, so
The only
Yeah,
thing I can think of that when that come up is something very similar to what the Grand Tour does. You know what it used to be, Jeremy Clarkson and the boys. Have you seen that?
no, I haven't seen that.
No.
It's very good. It's on Amazon. So basically, they just. Did you ever watch the old Top Gears?
Yes, yes.
So they basically, when Jeremy Clarkson got, let's say he resigned, let's say that, all three of them went and did their own thing on Amazon, and it's just them dicking about in fast cars and stuff and racing and things like that. It could be something because it is making a lot of money. It's big budget as well, so it could be something similar to that on a different channel, maybe. That's the only thing I could think of. What you could do.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Flamish?
I'm here.
Any other thoughts you want to add to this?
Well, I'm thinking of like what I also see is Destiny. Are they? Oh no, it's something else. Sorry. Yeah. Besides God of War, I don't know if I'm too interested in other car sort of franchise series or something like documentary style, maybe about the tracks and all that kind of stuff. Because they're using real life tracks in Gran Turismo and Forza and stuff like that. So maybe they could do something about that, but I don't see real like they cannot make something that's already been done with Gran Turismo, to be honest. In my eyes, at least. But I think it would be cool to have something like more documentary style, maybe about that. But I'm not really seeing much potential there. I think God of War and Horizon would be a much better fit for like with the CGI where we're going to and all the stuff, and like the Unreal Engine 5 could also be used for movies, I think. Am I wrong in that?
No, you're not wrong.
So they could really make amazing movies these days. I mean, if they're really working and putting their stuff together, it's gonna be awesome. So I can't wait. I mean, movies and series are always getting better and better these days. So why not? And come on, who doesn't want to see Kratos like on the big screen on the TV? Come on, it's one of those iconic video game characters. I think most people already wanted to see something like a movie or series come to life from Kratos. But that's one of my favorite characters.
So back from the dead in the chat says Kevin James as Kratos.
Kevin James. I have to look him up though.
Yeah, what? You don't know who he is?
No, actually, I don't.
Lemon, do you know who he is?
No, it's not gonna work.
He's the guy from King of Queens.
No, it's not gonna work. Come on.
I don't know what that is.
He did Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
The chubby dude?
Yes.
I
You
think
can't be serious.
I think we would be.
His name would be Fatos.
I don't want to say something like that, but I do want to say he must be a little bit slimmer and more muscle based.
That dude cannot play
Like
Kratos. That's comedy.
Yeah,
I think the
Somebody
dude
capping.
at the build comes close would be something like Vin Diesel. Not Vin Diesel to play the character, but Vin Diesel in kind of build. How it should be
Batista
built.
could play Kratos.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he could. So could the Rock.
It don't really take too much
The
acting.
Rock. Nah, come on.
Yeah, they just need somebody with a lot of muscles that that they could
Yeah.
just. That's all they
Yeah, but I
need.
still think it needs to be more agile than The Rock. I think The Rock is not agile enough to be Kratos, though.
What? What? I don't know about that. I mean,
Listen, if Arnold Schwarzenegger could knock the character Conan out,
yeah,
then anybody could do it.
yeah.
Arnold is a big dude.
Yeah.
He don't talk too much. It ain't no acting involved. All he's doing is slaying demons and gods. The Rock, I'm
And
going
hating people.
with Batista. I'm going with Batista or The Rock.
Batista.
Easily. Or maybe get a new face. Somebody, resembles those dudes.
Actually, that would be awesome.
Even that dude that got killed in Troy in the beginning, the big dude. I don't know his name though. When he went to fight for the generals, he said, I don't fight for you. You're not my general. And then he pokes the dude with the sword, and the fight was over in like 2 seconds. That dude is huge. He could be Kratos too.
We're just speculating here, right? But the original Greek Kratos, it's very slim actually for his.
Man,
he
about
was
a video
muscle,
game.
but it was
Nobody don't want to hear about no real Greek Kratos.
Yeah.
That's not the dude we playing a game with.
no, but it was still very. It was muscle. He had a lot of muscles, but it was still very slim, right? So if you, I'm just looking at the character. It could be very slim, but still very buff. And yeah, something like Jason Momoa could be good fit if he has a bald cap at least.
Yeah, Jason.
But he has a
Momoa's
good
not
deep
cutting his hair.
voice. He has a good voice for it, I think, as well.
He's not cutting
Could
his
be
hair.
good. No. He doesn't need to. The CGI. Just put a bald cap on top of it. What they do these days.
I mean,
Or they just remove your mustache, like they did in Superman.
And that did not look good
That did not look good at all.
at all.
Nope.
Back says Gerard Butler did 300. Yeah, I mean that's true. It would be interesting to see the cast announcements.
And then they painted 6-packs on them. That's what was crazy. They painted 6-packs on the characters.
The guy that did 300, the original one, right? For the first movie. Oh, he was good.
Uh-oh.
You'll be fine, Chris.
Pixel Slap says muscle talk. Come on, get a room. Paris says go with Digimon Hansu. Hopefully I said that correctly. Houn.
Digimon Hanju.
Yeah. Anybody know who that is?
Nope.
Looking him up.
Flamish is looking him up as we speak. Yeah. But yeah, and also they mentioned The Last of Us TV show going on HBO, Twisted Metal going to Peacock. So, I mean, that's all interesting. They got all these things in the works. Uncharted goes to Tsushima. They had an Uncharted movie recently with Tom Holland. I just think...
Which, by the way, wasn't good.
It wasn't good? You saw it?
Of course I did. You know I'm a movie guy. Please
All right.
don't make a sequel.
That bad, huh?
Don't make a sequel.
IP, yeah, no, definitely, Paris. It's all about expanding beyond games and creating additional medias and IPs. I mean, it's genius. It's gonna do well. It's gonna sell. Networks are gonna pay for these shows. I mean,
You have to think clowns media like gaming and movies and series are just a really good trifecta.
Yeah, even your gummy bear candies had a cartoon at one time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's facts. Gummy bears everywhere, here and there. Wasn't that like the song or something like that?
You just ruined another
I have
song.
no idea.
Yeah.
I've never seen a gummy bear like series. Only
Well,
like the Huggy Bears, I think it was, with in the 90s.
Are you thinking of the Care Bears clowns?
Yes, that's what he's
Yeah.
thinking about.
no, they had a gummy bears cartoon too.
Animated, please don't help him.
They had a gummy bears cartoon. You know what? I'm gonna look up the theme song now in case you guys want to hear it.
No, we don't. Clowns is straight crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think
That's it.
just in general.
Gummy bears bouncing here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, see, that was it.
I actually remember it. I've just had a look at the picture. I remember it. Yeah, as soon as I saw a picture, I think, yep, I remember that.
Also, wouldn't it be cool if they bring the older Kratos games to PC at the same time they release a series?
You mean,
we're
you
talking
mean the
about
older
selective-
God of Wars, like the?
Yeah, all of them in a giant package. Get now, God of War 1, 2, 3.
Didn't they have a
Get
remaster
Ghost of
package already?
Sparta and
Yo, hold on.
What?
Did Flamish just do a world premiere voice?
Yes, he did.
Good
now
one,
get
Flam
your
Flam.
candy together with God of War 1, 2.
No, you
and
gotta
3.
see it in that voice. Say, "I am Sabretooth, Wolverine. I'm coming for you." Go ahead.
I am Sabretooth, Wolverine. I'm coming for you.
You got to get him in the game,
And
clowns. You got to
there.
get him in the game, and he's eating candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, we're nearly at an hour and 15 minutes, and Flamish is it's like almost 2:30 in the morning for that guy over there. So I'll let everybody do their little outros. I'll let Flamish go first because he's gonna mess up the cameras and probably trying to leave. So Flamish, aka Sabretooth, aka Sabretooth as well. Where can people find you? And what have you been up to, man? You got some stuff going on. Just past your birthday. You got a big wedding coming up.
Well, it's all coming soon. I mean, my birthday was the 1st of May. 31 years old so far.
Yes, you're a baby.
I'm still a baby. I'll still feel a baby inside, Lemon. I'm happy. No, but generally speaking, just working, man. My schedule changed so much about my life. I'm just not be able to make the show most of the time. I'm just happy sometimes I can be here, and I will be here whenever I can. So besides that, I will always be on 4GQ TV, man. Maybe I'm doing something else soon to maybe make up some free time for still be part of 4GQ TV besides the podcast to do something new and exciting. We're thinking about something. Me and Clowns are discussing stuff around that, but we'll see soon. Besides that, that's it.
I just
no
came
more
up.
other.
I came up with the idea on air right now. When you do
Uh-oh.
the shorts, you can rate each piece of candy that you're about to eat.
I need to buy way more.
Yes.
Maybe I could. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you got good ideas, guys, put them in Twitter, put them in the comments. I read them anyway. I like most of them, so just put them there. I'll read them. Maybe you got some good ideas. Let me know.
Just no singing Spice Girls anymore.
Oh.
No, but we do have the race.
Yeah, we do. So Animated, where can people find you?
You can find me at Animated Evil 857 on Twitch and Xbox. Animated Evil on Animated_Evil on YouTube and Twitter. And check out my YouTube and Twitch because I'm pushing out a fair bit of content at the minute. I'm trying to. I'm getting better. So, yeah, just come and check me out. And of
Nice.
course, you can find me here every Thursday.
You got to tweet it and tag, brother. Tweet
Yeah.
it and tag me.
Okay,
Yeah.
will do, dude.
Yeah, tag us. I mean, we'll definitely help promote that, man. It's
That's
good
right.
stuff. Good stuff. And then we have LCT.
Yes.
Lemon co-signed this. AK 108 Dragons TV, man. Where can people find you? What have you been up to? And what's going on?
Listen, man, you can find me at 108 Dragons TV and 4GQ TV every Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It was a pleasure talking with my wonderful panel members. Good to have my man Flam Bubblegum back. That's what I'm talking about. AKA Saber Toothless. Let's go. It's my guy right there. Good to have you back. Let's get it.
Nice. Yeah, another term that you invented. Flam, saber-tooth, pineapple paw. Like, you invented a lot of these terms that are going around lately. So I got to give you credit. So for 4GQ TV, you can find me always here Thursday nights. I've been uploading a lot of shorts of cosplayers on Facebook. Our Facebook stuff is growing tremendously. We did have to change the name of Facebook to XPop TV temporarily, but we're looking at moving it back to 4GQ TV over there. Everything's fixed. Also, we got a lot of interviews coming up. We made a lot of connections at Megacon. Shout out to Cerebral Paul, who met Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson wants to come on the show. He played Blackula, the old Luke Cage. So shout out for that. We got Carl Moline, a Marvel artist, and CrossGen Comics wants to come on the show. Shout out to him. He did an awesome Magneto run. Shout out to Maury Holloway, a colorist from Marvel, wants to come on the show. Emma Kubert, shout out to her. Annie Kubert, Adam Kubert. And she is the granddaughter of Joe Kubert and the Joe Kubert School. We did a quick interview with her on site at Megacon. She wants to come on again as well. Her series is Inkblot on Image Comics, and she's done some stuff for Marvel, Squirrel Girl, and she's done some stuff for Batman it was like an audio thing with Catwoman, so some really cool stuff. We also have Dan Panosian. I met him at Megacon as well. He's from the original Drink and Draw show with Joe Quesada, and they like to draw as they're drinking and talking. And we did a quick interview with him. We had some audio trouble, but he said that he would come on the show. So we have some stuff in the works that we're working on. Also, Derek Robertson, The Boys co-creator, and Gary Whitta are supposed to be coming on as well. I got to work out dates with them. So we got some big stuff lined up for the channel. Hope everybody stays tuned. It's going to be some good interviews, good content. And to everybody out there, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for people in the chat. Shout out to Squirrel Girl, Retro Chicky, I think. Crash Girl's been commenting, so shout out to her. Shout out to Invader, Paris, Cerebral Paul. Megatron was in the building as well. Invader, and Pixel Slapper, Timmy, Graphic God. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry, but thank you for coming by. And check out everybody's shows, and see you guys later.
See you guys.
Paris said, dude.